What I've got to show you here over the next few minutes is the range of applications from IBIS for looking after a fast turnaround workflow. The demonstration that I've got is geared up around sports coverage, and the first part of any sports coverage is of course to ingest the material onto a video server. We're using here today the Omnion Spectrum video server with some HD ports, and the material that I'm working with is 1080i footage going into those ports on the Omnion server. For control of the ingest, we use an application from IBIS called iAcquire Manager. This application is the user interface which ingest operators can use in order to control all of the media going into the system. And they can start that process off in a couple of different ways. One thing that we can do is import information about recordings that are due to be made from another system, such as a planning system. In that system, anyone in the organisation can enter details of recordings that they know are going to take place, capture as much metadata as they're able to at the time, and then we'll import all of that into our own system so that we know that we have a placeholder in our system, some media essentially which hasn't been recorded yet. Using that, the operators then, when they know that that particular clip is due to be recorded, can come to this interface, look down this list over here which shows you the current placeholders that are in the database, and simply drag and drop that over into the record scheduler here and decide what time and on what record port they want to make the recording. When they drop that in there, any information that's already recorded pops up here for them, and they can add some more information. So in this instance, all I need to do is choose my ingest source. Once I've done that, everything else is there. I can quickly check what's there, click OK, and that recording is now there, scheduled to take place at the given time and on the given record port. If I'm not happy with that and want to change it for any reason, I can drag it around just like you would in your calendar application or something similar that you might be familiar with, so that I can really make sure that I'm taking the most advantage of the resources I have here by chopping and changing the recordings around to make sure I haven't got any clashes. So the operators can use this interface to quickly move these different recordings around to make sure they're making the best use of the recording resources that they have available to them. I'll just set up a recording that we're going to do now, so that's something that we can work with. I can either choose the name from the list of placeholders already in the system, or give it a new name if I know what I want to call it. So I'll call it 2510 ingest. And just choose the source from there as well. Give it a title. Now I know the teams who are playing, so I'm going to put those team names into the title fields, because this all becomes searchable in our database. And crucially here, I'm going to choose the genre here as well. So this is a football match that I'm going to ingest and work with today. There's obviously a list there of all of the other different types of sport that you could ingest, or in a non-sport workflow you can see how the genre field there can apply to differentiate between the different types of media that you may be ingesting. The option here to tag what audio tracks are coming in with the feed is also possible, and all the information about audio tracks can be updated later on in the process as well. So I click OK there. I can see my recording is ready to start very shortly, and I can also see the status of the record ports that are available to me on the system, so I can see which ones are recording or available at the time, and also how much free space there is on my record server as well. That's shown graphically down here in the corner. If I get news that a recording needs to be made very quickly, I can drop into crash record mode by clicking here. All I need to do is enter the name, choose the source and click OK, and then the next free record port on the system will be automatically chosen, and the system will go into record on that port. So I can quickly capture media which I didn't know was coming in if someone lets me know that something's happening right away that needs to be recorded. So for this recording, which I've scheduled to take place now, I can quickly see that the record port has been chosen, and the record port is now gone into record mode, so the footage which is coming in is now being captured onto the server, and we can start to work with that in the rest of the workflow. The other nice thing about the iAcquire GUI here is that I can alter this to suit the task that I happen to have in hand. I can zoom in to see these recordings with greater granularity like this, or I can zoom out if I want to see more time ahead, so that I can work further ahead and get a more of an overall view of the recordings that I've got coming up. And I can also switch between this vertical view of time and a horizontal or timeline style view that we see here, so I can see all my recordings more like you would see in a timeline. So using all of these different things, any particular operator can really design a view that suits the particular task that they have to carry out.